everyone, and welcome to the Music is Our Hero podcast, hosted by Grammy Award winner Drea Young. This is the spot where we celebrate creativity, share stories, and lift each other up in the arts. Each episode will dive into conversations that inspire, empower, and spark new ideas, because art isn't just about what we make, it's about the community we build together. So grab a seat, get comfy, and let's grow in creativity side by side. The Music is Our Hero podcast for creativity, community, and inspiration come to life.
All right, here I am sitting today with Folklaur on Queen Street.
Yes.
Imagine that. She lives on Queen Street here in Philly. She is a artist, a singer-songwriter, folky type of artist, right?
Yeah.
And kind of started on this journey recently, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've been recording for like a year.
Okay.
A little over a year.
Have you been playing, though, most of your life? Is that something that you've done?
A little bit. I learned music when I was young. Like, I went to school to learn how to, like, read music, and I was playing, like, flute in middle school, and I did choir.
The recorder?
Yeah, the recorder. I've got recorders around here somewhere. But yeah, I was singing for, like, a lot of my life, and then kind of self-taught myself, like, I can pluck a couple notes out on the piano or, like, do this or that. And over the pandemic, I taught myself how to play guitar, and that was kind of like the game changer for me, because I realized, like, I really enjoy writing and I really enjoy singing, and then suddenly I could do it all.
Yeah.
And
Did you teach yourself? How did you learn videos? Or a teacher? What'd you do?
Well, my partner at the time was a guitarist, so like
Okay.
we would spend a lot of time doing that together, and then I was just a lot of like looking up tabs on songs that I wanted to learn to sing for myself. And I became involved when Taylor Swift was on tour. There was like this online community of people who were like really interested in like the surprise songs that she would do. And so she took a break over one Christmas, and I was like, oh guys, like I just barely got good enough at guitar. I could probably like do some surprise songs for you while we're waiting for the tour to come back.
Wait, so this community did did surprise, or what happened?
During her set, she would have like her regular set list, and then there'd be this section where you don't know what the songs are going to be. She'd play 2 songs.
Okay.
And everyone online started this like online game where you would guess what the songs were.
Oh, okay.
So it became like this whole thing. Like
it's a whole Swiftie thing.
she's in Ireland, so we think it's a whole Swiftie thing. It's the Easter eggs.
I
and
know,
the
you people are your own thing.
We love a puzzle. So we would try and like get points online to score, like to guess what her songs would be.
It was a real game.
There was a game. There's an app.
Wow.
Yeah,
It's impressive.
Deep. So I was like, oh, I had a handful of friends who like, you know, were just becoming a group, and I was like, oh, I'll drop surprise songs, and it's not the same because I'm not like, you know, you're not guessing it, but at least you'll be surprised at like what the song is or whatever.
Yeah.
But they liked
fill in the
it.
need.
Yeah.
So you were sending it to this community, and they liked your songs?
Yeah. Well, then I was like, oh, well, I like wrote a song. Do you guys want to hear this song that like just kind of like pops in my head? And it was Bookstore Coffee Shop, which was the first one I wound up recording. And because I got that positive feedback, I was like, oh, why don't we give it a shot? Why don't I just go to the studio, record one song? It'll be fun.
Okay, that's how it all started.
And that's how it all started.
Okay.
Origin story.
So then you started recording. That was like a year ago?
Yeah, I got in touch with the studio that I recorded at like last December.
Okay.
And then recorded
So
the first
2024?
song. Yeah.
And you recorded that.
Yep. And I just kept writing.
And you went on a tangent.
And I went on I went on a tear.
A tear.
And I did not stop until I had like a 7-song album.
And how long did that all take you to? What it's called? Love Letters,
Leaves and
or
Letters.
something? Okay,
Yeah,
right.
Leaves and Letters.
Leaves and Letters.
Yeah.
Leaves and Letters.
So Bookstore Coffee Shop, I was in the studio in March of 2025, and then I finished all of them by the first week of August 2025.
Oh, that's cool.
And released
writing
in
and
September.
recording.
Mm-hmm.
That's,
it was
that's
a little
quick.
It was intense.
It was intense.
Yeah, I mean, I had been writing the songs for a while.
Yeah.
And they were brewing as I was going, and my process is a lot of like, when I'm in the thick of it, I get more inspired. So the more I do, the more like starts coming out.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, like obsessive.
yeah,
Do you
well,
get a little
it just
obsessive?
clicks. I don't
What
know
do
if
you
it's
mean?
obsessive because I like don't do it like nonstop. But I guess it is a little obsessive because it's such a short amount of time. I'm like, oh, I was just doing it casually.
Music itself is like a little obsessive.
Yeah.
Like anything that you do, I feel like you can't stop thinking about it till it's done.
There's like a
did that
repetitive
happen
nature
when you were
to
writing?
it.
Like, were you thinking about it all the time?
Yeah,
Or is that just-
a lot of my songs, I would kind of write them, and for the most part, they would like kind of come out very close to the original, and it was just like arrangements that I was tweaking.
What, when you were recording?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'd come in with like a demo, work with my producer, and like kind of convey my vision, and then we would just like kind of see what came out of that. But there's like a repetitive nature to it where you have to like perform it over and over, play it over and over, focus on these like little moments that can definitely feel a little obsessive.
What's the main idea to this? I guess it's like an album, right?
It's
7
like right
songs?
in the middle. Yeah. Like,
Yeah,
kind of depends.
Is there like a main idea to this album?
Yeah. Like, I think like the central thesis statement, it's really motivated by metaphors of fall and autumn. So it's a very like sad girl autumn indie nonsense. But a lot of it has to do with like I was writing music and finding that as like the leaves were changing or trees were like losing their leaves, that there was a lot that was reflective of like human experiences and human stories, and how like seasonally what we go through is so different, and this process of changing is important to the full story.
Yeah.
So all of the songs on the album have some sort of thread of changing or leaves and letters.
Yeah.
And then I just found a lot of like wordplay in that too.
Yeah.
That's like my thing. Like if I can take a phrase and twist it or get something extra out of a word, like I really enjoy doing that.
Yeah. Who produced it with you?
So I had 2 producers, Richie Devon and Mark Water. They work with a studio called Headroom, which is where I recorded as well. And then Richie has a studio at his house that he records out of as well. So we did all of the demoing there and a lot of the post-production at his home studio, and then all the main stuff at Headroom.
At the actual studio. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so you gave him the vision, and how do you feel he like ran with it? Did he do good? Did he understand?
Great. Yeah.
Yeah?
He's great. I love working with him. I'm actually working with him again.
Yeah.
We're working on the second album already.
Is it going to come out in the fall again?
It's going to come out.
Is it going to be, do you have a name for it?
I do. It's called Witness.
Ooh.
Yeah. It's going to be November is what I'm targeting.
Okay.
And this one's like a winter theme. See what I'm doing here?
It's ideal. Eventually it'll be summer, and that'll be the party album.
Exactly. We'll have our hot girl summer eventually.
Hot girl summer. We'll get there.
We gotta do sad girl winter first, and then spring will come, summer, it'll be great.
What are some of the things? So you're pretty new to the actual recording process
Mm-hmm.
and stuff like that. So what are some things that you learned in the process?
I learned so much. There's so much to learn, and I took I videoed everything through my first.
Oh yeah, you did good with you're great with your content.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
really
you were on it.
I'm really stressing about the second one because I haven't recorded anything.
Oh, join the stress club.
We don't know how to promote the next album. We'll figure it out.
But
But
then
I
once you
thought
get on it, it's like
you gotta,
you're on a roll.
yeah. So I
Yeah,
gotta get back
you'll
on
figure
a
it
roll. I was writing, so I wasn't as
Yeah, you need to
as
breathe,
on,
too,
like-
so.
yeah, it's tough to put all that stuff out. But I learned a lot. Like just little things like the definition of a scratch track or how you layer vocals, because like most people don't know when you listen to a song, it's not just like one voice
Right.
singing like raw into a microphone. You're hearing like 16 like all layered and panned left and right. And then just learning the language of how to describe like how to make the music show emotion, like different drums do different things, and like if you want your bass line here or if you want this instrument or things like that. So learning how to speak a language that I kind of had only consumed.
Yeah, so that's super cool. That's exciting. Because
Yeah.
there is so much to learn and especially when it's your first time, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
what it really involves. What was the most fun? What was something was most fun about the process of all this? Was there
I loved. There were a couple different moments that I loved the most. Being in the studio is like unmatched. Like being.
Oh my
able to
god, I'm
use-
obsessed.
Ugh.
So does Headroom, like, I don't know anything about that studio. What's
Mhm.
what kind of gear? Like, you don't have to get too specific, but they got a
Good
bunch
gear.
of they got a lot.
I don't know
of
what I'm talking about.
Do they have? But do you know if they have like outboard like compressors? Did they have stuff that your voice and your
Yeah,
instrument was going through before it hit the computer?
probably.
You don't know.
I mean,
I'm
they're
sure.
pretty
I'm
legit.
sure if
They're-
there's a reason. There's a
yeah.
reason why he knows what he's. There's a reason why you were doing what you were doing in
Yeah.
his house.
Yeah, and then switching
To say-
over.
Yes,
Mhm.
there's a reason for all that.
For sure. Yeah. I mean, they've got good stuff. Mount Joy recorded an album there too.
Who?
Mount Joy.
Who's
They're
that?
local. They're great.
Oh, okay.
They're a good band.
Matt Joy,
Mount Joy.
Mount Joy. Okay.
Yeah. But they've got some bigger people who've been through there, so I assume they've got all the
I'm sure they do.
all the
I
stuff.
was just wondering if
I
if
just
you-
show up and have fun.
Yeah, when I record with people, I'll be like, "This is what we're doing," just so they can see. And
Yeah.
so, you know,
They've hit me with a lot of that. There's just only so much that my brain has. They actually do a great job of educating you when you're there. Like they are very consistent. All the guys.
yeah, like
that-
showing you because you didn't
Yeah.
know, and you don't know anything.
No, no. I just write my songs. And
Just
then
write your songs. We love that. The
I
people,
make the studio
engineers love
musicians
that
do 'em.
though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that's what we're all supposed to do. You can focus
Mhm.
on what you're doing, and then they can focus. You know, when people
Mhm.
try to be an artist and an engineer and a producer, and they do everything, it kind of like you're not focusing on one thing. So it kind of, I think, can take away, if anything, the creative aspect of your brain. Because when you're trying to be technical,
Yeah, like
And you're
there's like
trying-
a math to it or like a formula.
and that's why it's good to even have an outside producer, like
Mhm.
like not just have you listening to your takes, because it's like how much can you?
Also, I can't listen to myself that much. It's like embarrassing to think how often, like how much someone else needs to listen to your vocals in order to like
I've never done.
mix
Yes,
it or
yeah.
master. Oh my god, I'm like, please stop listening to me, but also listen to me because I want it to sound good.
Yeah, we do have to like over and over and over
Mhm.
and over. It's weird.
And like choose which take you want, so you have to listen to them and then compare them. And I'm getting better at it because the more I have to go through it, you have a more neutral perspective. But when you first start hearing yourself sing, you're just like, "Is that what I sound like?" 'Cause
yeah,
your ears hear you differently than a microphone does. You have
Yeah.
to like train your ear for both
yeah,
types of
sounds.
Yeah.
Yeah. So wait, what did you say that you really loved?
The performance is really fun. Like it's cool to work with studio musicians because they're so like good at what they do.
Oh, you worked with studio musicians.
Yeah, so I don't have a band. I would love to have a band, but I don't have
Okay.
a band yet. I can't play most of those instruments. I can't play drums. I can't play bass. I can't
Okay.
play guitar, like lead stuff that well. But what I can do is like make the noise with like my voice, and then they go and like create it, or they come up with ideas. I really like to give them creative freedom. I don't know that that's always the relationship that an artist has with their studio
Yeah.
musicians, but I'm like,
Probably not.
I want your feedback. I want to hear if you hear something. I want to hear like, you know, how you're experiencing it, because if it makes sense and is natural to you, it's going to feel better. And I'm not like, I don't have a vision that's so wedged into anything. Like if there's something that I won't compromise on, I'll be clear. But otherwise, I'm kind of like, yeah, if you've got
Yeah,
ideas,
just make it happen.
Make it happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's this like guitar solo at the end of Bookstore Coffee Shop that the drummer, they were like all chatting and kind of like doing some engineering stuff for each other. And the guy who played drums, Danny, he just picked up a guitar. He's like, I have an idea. And he just like plays this solo. And we're like, yep, there's your outro. Like, perfect. Like,
I
it's
love
just
that.
like really organic.
Yeah. I love
Mhm.
that. In the process, what was like something that was maybe the most like frustrating?
I had one song that's become one of my favorites, Loop. I could not
Lube?
loop.
A loop. Okay. I was like, wow, the
That's-
sad girl.
That's out of character for Sad Girl Autumn.
It's like, wow, this just went into hot girl summer.
Yeah, that'll be on the Hot Girl Summer album.
Let me produce that one with you guys.
Done.
Just
No,
make a ridiculous, like out of character, like
we
thing.
need to make a splash.
Make it electronic too.
Yeah.
And you can play guitar
Okay.
on it too.
Yeah, there you go. That'd be great. But
Right,
yeah,
so
so loop. I was having a really hard time envisioning what a final version of it would sound like, and I've learned now that I've gone through the process that confidence is like really everything when you're working with a producer. Like if you show up and you're like, I don't really know what I'm looking for, like you are going to have a harder time on that song, and sometimes that's what happens. But that's not how like the world doesn't work, where you're like, I have this thing, can you like fill in the gaps for me? Like you have to come and you have to be a part of that.
Yeah.
And
That's a good thing to note.
it's yeah, and then there's a lot of like self-judgment, especially on a first album, where you're like, why am I doing this? Nobody wants me to do this. Nobody's asking for this.
Yeah.
And that's where I was in my head, and I was like, what am I doing? Like,
Yeah.
and then Richie, who I've been on the same page with, like click, 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 he's like, I don't know what you're asking of me. Like, can you say more? Can you give me more? And I was like, nope, I can't. And it was challenging. But it was important for me to overcome that and realize that, like, at the end of the day, this is my music, and I have to come with that confidence and that vision. That was one of the last songs we did too. So like having everything click so well, I don't think I was aware of how like high of a percentage my presence was on these songs. Like it kind of felt like it was pretty collaborative or even. And he's like, I'm doing what you're telling me to do. And I'm like, really? Because I feel like I'm showing up and this is just lucking into existence. I don't think I've done any work here at all.
Right. That's a really good point. Like the confidence and also like those feelings, because you know that everyone, there are those people out there that probably don't feel that way, that think they're like the best thing and God's gift. And
good for them.
There's those artists, I'm sure, and performers, and they're cocky. But there's a lot, most I think performers and artists are more probably like, what am I even doing? And this is crazy. Who do I even think I am? And there's probably that day where you're all into it. And then there's that day where you're like, this is ridiculous.
This is a crazy decision that I've made.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, well, what am I doing?
And like, confidence, I like that you mentioned that, because I feel like life in general, like I tell people, I'm like, just be confident. Like you walk into a situation and just be confident. It changes how it's you perceive yourself one way, but people are perceiving you.
And I think people assume confidence in other people more quickly than we think people assume confidence in us. Like when you're walking down the street, you don't look and say like, that person looks out of place, they don't belong here. But like so many people are like walking around like, oh my God, do they know this is the first time I'm wearing this shirt? I don't know if it looks good on me. Or like,
no
I
one
cut
even
my
cares.
hair and I don't know if I like it, and who am I? Like it's all this stuff is always happening, and like you just have to kind of go off the benefit of the doubt that like people talk to me like I'm a musician. I'm like, oh, am I? I have no idea what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And then people are like, yeah, you're a musician. I'm like, oh. And then like you do it long enough, you're like, I guess I can't say I'm not a music. Like I have an album out, I perform live shows, I sing, I write. Like I guess like that's I a musician.
Even do things like that. They're like, you can sing, and I'm like, they're like, you're hosting karaoke. You just sang a song, and I heard you sang it well, and I'm like, oh, well, like I mean, I can sing,
but like that's different.
Not saying I'm a singer, you know. So I totally get that. Yeah. And then also what you're saying, like walking down the street, like, oh, my hair color. Like most of the time, no one cares.
No one cares.
Like off of the music subject, just like off of our own like image of ourselves, nobody cares. Especially in the city, no one's looking at your freaking shoes.
No one's looking at you. And the thing
like,
is,
and
like,
no one's like judging. Most like maybe they are if they're.
But people want people who are like leaning into stuff too. Like if you're like, hey, I'm trying something new, I'm just having fun, people are going to be like, good, go for it.
They love that in this community, I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's a very huge supportive indie community in this city. So once you get in with them, and as long as you're talented and you're not an asshole, you know, talking about confidence and all that stuff that you're talking about, it's like, I'm a person that I'm getting better at it now. It's like I don't ever value myself for all this stuff that I've done.
Yeah, you have to remember to like add up all the lessons that you've learned and all the mistakes that you've made.
Don't. And I had this bad habit of like knowing things and just thinking everybody else knows those things.
Right.
And so therefore I feel like I'm not worth like anything. You know what I mean? It's like, well, and then people, you talk to someone, you're like, oh, you know nothing. Like, you don't know what an outboard compressor is.
Yeah.
But I'm sure you recorded through them.
100%. I make sure that I have people around me who know what those things are.
Yeah, exactly. You got to
That's
create
all I need to
a
know.
team is very important.
Team is huge. Yeah.
Yeah.
Community is huge. That's like what it's all about for me. Like being able to relate to each other, because like right now, like we're relating, like everything is so universal. Like
I know.
you feel
I love it.
isolated no matter what's going on. You're sad. You're like, whatever you are, you're in your head. You feel like you're the only one. And then you say one thing and everyone's like, yeah, I'm going through that right now. Like, not even like I understand.
It's crazy.
It's like right now we're all in the thick of it.
We're all going through. Yes.
Yeah.
It's wild. We could go down that rabbit hole if we really, the universe rabbit hole.
The universe rabbit
It's
hole.
wild. So what's one of your favorite songs on this album?
I think it flips for me. Each one I have like a different relationship with and a different like passion for. Like Bookstore Coffee Shops, the first one.
And that song is basically like, is it pretty self-explanatory? Like the name is basically.
Yeah, it's I was coming home from work one day and I was like, you know, I've got like a 9-to-5 corporate life, and I'm like, how did this become me? Like I always thought there'd be something more creative in my life, or like, what am I doing? And it was fall. It was like September, October of 2023. And the leaves were changing, and I was like in this like kind of Gilmore Girls mindset. I'm like, you know, everyone just like wants to own like that perfect little bookstore coffee shop in a small town, on a tree-lined street. And then like all of a sudden this song popped in my head, and it was catchy, and I just enjoyed it, and that like really gave me a boost, and people liked it, which I thought was wild. I was like, it's just like a thing that came out of my head, and you want to hear it. Okay. And then from there, I started like finding myself telling stories about like what it feels like to go through changes in the fall. So then you get I'm Changing, which I wanted to do like a very Paramore vibe, which I had so much fun getting into like a little more of the like pop punk rock vibes.
Yeah.
Leaves and Letters, which is the title track, is kind of like my big swing at indie pop. And, you know, I played a lot with genre on this album, so I'm proud of like where a lot of them landed, because I think there's a wide range.
Yeah.
Ticking Time Bomb is about like anxiety, and that one I didn't have any reference tracks for. It all came out of my head. It was the opposite of Loop. It was like, I was like, I want the bass to do this. I want the drums to do this. And like, that was easy for me to just kind of come up with. And it's a pretty unique song. It doesn't really sound like other songs, so I'm proud of that. Loop I'm proud of because it was such a journey. And I also think it's a sweet song. It's like kind of one of the top ones that people like.
Okay.
And then I've got Trunk in the Attic.
I've got to listen to the whole thing. I wanted to on the way here, but I was afraid my charger wasn't working. And then my phone. That's why I just got that charger. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna check all of these out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all like little stories, little vignettes. Just little like moments.
So stories. So when you write, is it coming like as of now anyways, you've only put the one album out. Is it a lot of it personal? Or is it open-ended kind of where people can interpret how they want?
Yeah, I think like I'm going for that concept of community where like you're going through something and it turns out like everyone's going through it in a way. Like that's what I was really looking for. I was looking for community. You know, I do have some personal stuff that like started these thoughts that I was having.
Right.
But I didn't want to write about myself exclusively. I wanted to be able to like create a world and some characters where like I really like these moments where you have like the most dramatic version of an emotion, and instead of like that being like the truth of how you feel about a situation, like you lean into that in the story and like how did you get there, and like as if that really is the core of how you're feeling, and push yourself to a limit. Because I always like when I was growing up, I was such a perfectionist and I didn't really let anyone see how I felt for anything, so it was really cathartic for me to say like these are the extreme ends of these emotions that I don't ever like sit in. Like what happens if I sit there?
Yeah.
So it stems from real things that I felt, but it was largely like kind of an exercise in existing.
I love that. So you've been playing out a little bit. How much have you played out?
I've been playing out a couple shows a month since the album came out. And a little bit before that, I had my deviated septum repaired recently.
Your what?
So my nose, I had to get my septum fixed because I couldn't breathe.
Oh.
Like, but the inside of my nose was like completely blocked.
So you couldn't sing like that?
Right. No. So I was writing, which is part of why I've got a whole album.
Oh, well, that's
out.
cool. You had time,
Yeah.
you had time to write before you got your
Sitting
nose
around
broken
writing.
and fixed.
Yeah.
Gave you something to do.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So you play about a little bit. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
So how does it feel like when you play? Are you a bag of nerves?
I am so nervous leading up. The more I do it, the less nervous I am because like I'm used to it. I got my equipment. I know where all my little plugs go. I don't really know how it works, but I just vibe with it.
Yeah.
And it's all good. And I'm starting to build my collection. You know, like once you have something, you need more things because they work better that way. I'm getting there. But I have like, you know, a couple of core things that I'm comfortable with. I actually prefer playing my originals than covers because I'm just more comfortable with them, which is weird. And people tend to really like them because I talk about my stories when I sell my songs. So when I sing my songs, I think that's fun for people because then they like can understand it and relate to it without ever having heard it. So when they're listening, they like kind of know what I'm going for. But I have a bunch of covers that I'm just comfortable with. And yeah, I love singing though. Like that's always been my thing. And I like being on stage and I like performing. And it's like where I'm the most happy and like the most me.
Yeah.
So like just building, like climbing onto that stage, like white knuckling it any way I can to be able to do that.
So, and you were mentioning covers and then originals. Mm-hmm. So it's really like the direction that you want to go with how much you do that. Like you probably want to play your originals more. Do you?
I do. I try and build a set that tells a story. I'm big on stories.
Yeah.
I try to build a set around like where I'm creating a world and what I do makes sense. Sometimes it's easier to like kind of warm the room up with a cover, but then sometimes I'm like, people don't even know the covers that I'm doing necessarily. Like it all feels like it's original anyway. Like you might as well.
Yeah.
Like I'm not out there doing like crazy popular things anyway.
Yeah. You mean you're not doing like don't stop believe.
I mean I could.
Don't.
But I don't want
There's
to.
plenty of people that do that.
I always open with like Gracie Abrams and like half the room was like, who's that? And I'm like, you know what? We're just going to do some folklore.
Yeah.
If this is the energy you're bringing, you're listening to my stuff.
Yeah. Like you don't even know anything anyways. Who cares?
Yeah.
So you got the album, you've been writing, and now the summer's coming up. So you're going to record through the summer?
Yep. Yeah, I'm actually going to be in the studio first week of June.
Nice.
And then just that.
But are you going to promote your other album and play out?
Yeah. So I'm going to try and do it all at once because why not?
Do all of what at once?
Do everything, both albums. I'll be
promote both albums. Okay.
Yeah, just because like the first one did well for an indie album that has absolutely no following or platform or anything yet. So I would like to try and take a little of that momentum and have the second one starting from a little bit further down the path and then see how that goes. So hopefully I'll be like doing some singles over the summer and then working my way towards a November release.
Nice. Who's one of your like biggest do you have inspirations?
Yeah. So I think like the four people that I draw from the most are Taylor Swift, obviously. Gracie Abrams.
You're the first Swiftie on the...
Oh my gosh. I'm so excited to break ground. This is a Swiftie podcast
sure,
now.
Unless there was some Swifties they didn't tell me.
Some undercover Swifties. You know what? Her reach is wide these days. Everybody loves Taylor.
Yeah.
And I won't hear otherwise if you don't. the threatening glare. Yeah, Taylor, I think her songwriting, she does that thing. She's the one who taught me, like, you can be in a moment and that might not be like the full story of your emotion. But if you like take that really deep, compressed feeling and you turn it into something, like there's something really fun there and relatable. I learned a lot from her. Gracie Abrams as well. Noah Kahan, I think, is one of the greatest songwriters.
I don't think I know
we've
these
got.
artists.
Oh, you should listen to them. They're so good. Maggie Rogers.
Maybe. I don't know if I do. Yeah, no.
Oh, they're good.
People, they don't listen to original indie artists. Like,
no.
you know,
People
like the
aren't-
scene itself supports each other.
Right.
But to get people that aren't an actual musician or an actual studio or engineer person, like to get them to care is the key.
That's the challenge. Yeah.
And it's like, how do you get them? Because they just, I mean, I'm guilty of it, and I'm in the scene
Yeah.
of like listening to just the radio or whatever, you know?
Letting the algorithm like queue up your next thing instead of like intentionally.
Yeah. How do you feel about AI?
Oh,
Do you use it as a tool ever for anything?
So I work in software is kind of my like corporate life. And as a company, so it's an insurance company, but I'm on their software side. As a company, like we're becoming more interested in AI and how can we get more efficient. And my CEO is really great in that he does not want to lay anybody off. So the intention isn't to replace people, it's to gain efficiencies, which I trust. And there are certain things that I'm like, I don't know that efficiency is what we need here. Like I'm a big quality person. And I think that right now where AI is, it's making a lot of mistakes and it's not doing what we need it to do. I think there's some things that it's really useful for. Like repetitive tasks. And then there's certain things that like it's not ready for that we want it to do. So, you know.
That makes sense because it's just starting out.
Yeah.
It's going to be crazy.
Yeah.
In
And
the future.
I struggle with the environment piece.
Yeah.
I struggle with the
true,
people
right?
piece. Yeah.
I know. It is a struggle. I use it as a tool for writing.
Yeah.
So like every podcast has a description.
Yeah. See, that's what it's good at. Like you can like give it a transcript or tell you, and then it'll like summarize something really well.
Yeah. So yeah. So as a tool, yeah, I mean, I can write and I have my whole life, and you know, but it's way easier just writing
And it's
these
faster.
random sentences about a person, and
Mhm.
then it just puts it together, and I'm like, oh my god, this sounds so good.
Perfect.
So I will admit, and like. I don't feel like I'm taking someone's job only because I never hired a writer. I always
yeah,
write
that's
it.
different.
When I make the reel, so another way I guess I do use AI is when I ask the music is our hero question and then the captions. So that's AI. You know what I mean? And like I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't have this podcast because then I would
so time
but, like,
consuming.
also if there wasn't AI, we probably wouldn't have captions because no one's gonna sit around.
Who's
Like when I
writing
used to make when
captions? Yeah.
Da Boo Boo was putting out music and I would make lyric videos, like I literally did those lyrics in a program.
Yeah.
I didn't use captions or I didn't. There was
Mhm.
no like easy way. It was
Yeah.
like I have to sit here and I have to do this and I have to.
Mhm.
So like we would have to do that. So no one would even be using captions.
Right. Yeah. So there's accessibility stuff that's positive.
Yeah, it's still taking away because I hate the taking away like people's jobs, but we
Yeah.
can't stop it. It's not going to end. And even though it's killing the, environment, like it's not going away.
Yeah, that's like a systemic problem. I also struggle with like issues on a systemic level versus a personal level. And like when people are being asked to hold themselves back from a technology or from accessing something that's like on a large scale harming people, but like on an individual scale, if you're the only one protesting it, you're the one being harmed. Like that's also a challenge. It's like if the world, these like millionaires, I could go on forever.
I know.
Like if they're out here disenfranchising us, like that's on them. And like at the individual level, if we're all like resisting, like at a certain point, we're harming ourselves, and that's also what they want. So
yeah, it's a mess.
it's a mess.
It's a mess. And then with music, it's a little annoying. The
That
music
they're making like AI
thing
music.
and the people that think they like. I heard a story. I don't know if it was from a producer or who, where this person's like saying like, I produced this song. Now I want you to make it real.
Yeah.
And they're like, you didn't produce this song. Like you
Asked an AI.
You asked AI to make it, and now you wanted to make me to make it real.
Yeah, like without.
So it's like a little. I don't know what it's going to do to people's heads.
Yeah.
Because I mean, imagine being that 7-year-old that you're just learning this. So you're now 10, and you're like, I'm making songs. So you
think
you're
that you're
an artist,
creating-
like, but maybe you really are an artist. But
that's
you've
not
been
the way.
But you've been now. Like, what does that do to your mental state
Yeah.
when?
They're I know like Spotify is starting to ban AI.
Well, you know what they
Music.
did. That's why they need to get it together. You know what they did.
Which thing did they do? They've done a lot.
I don't know which ones you know, but the one that they did was they made a bunch of AI bands.
Yeah.
Well,
But now they're like changing their algorithm.
oh,
because
after they got they made all these fake bands and then got all these plays, and so they were taking all that money. I mean, it's completely illegal,
yeah, like they're just being a complete,
and they're AI, which means it was stolen from somebody.
Yeah,
I mean, eventually AI will steal from itself
once it's made enough.
once we're dead, hopefully.
Yeah, oh my god,
Terminator 2.
oh, it's getting dark.
It did get dark. Well, it's because we're in the sad girl
We're in
house.
sad girl. Yeah.
I'm glad that people are still going to real studios. I don't know.
There's gonna be like a spin back to people wanting real stuff because like you can
It's
hear
already
like you said,
happening.
yeah, like we want to. How do you connect when you're like a robot wrote this?
I think it's already, well, maybe my old head. Like, it's probably not with the little kids. Like, I'm like, I
Yeah.
think it's already done. Like,
Some of these kids, like I've talked to kids who are like still in college, and they're like, I don't know how to write an email, and I'm like, oh my god,
they what?
they can't write an email. Like they can't communicate because they've had AI just long enough that they're like, I can't write.
And then what? And then what happens is when all of a sudden it's not there.
Right.
Like today, when I was making my reel for my podcast, and it wasn't doing the captions right, and I'm like, this is so irritating because I had to like get here, and I had to get this out today and I have to work later, and it was like doing all the words, and then it just had one word, and I'm like, what the hell's going? And then, like you feel like, oh my god. Like,
I can't fix this problem anymore.
I mean, I figured out how to fix it.
Where's
I
the
had to-
robot?
I had to do a couple things, but even if, like if I was writing and like I don't pay for chat, so it's like, oh, you're under your limit. Oh my god, what am I gonna do? I have to get this done.
Yeah.
Sorry, my fiance pays for it. I'll just put it in hers.
It's that's the cost of efficiency and the cost of dependency. Like
It's crazy.
you
You don't realize it, and in that second it's not working. Which it's all the internet.
Panic.
It's all the internet.
yeah.
They pull. Now I'm getting real dark. Like they pull the internet one day to really
Oh.
scare the people to gain fear in the
Could
people.
you imagine if they pulled the
I feel like
internet?
they're gonna do a blackout in like 2050, 2060. I feel like I feel
terrifying.
like they're
I
gonna
can't
tell us
handle
to
that.
cash all our cash in, or we're under arrest.
You
I
need
save
some
cash.
tinfoil. I'm gonna go get some tinfoil, wrap it on your head.
Like the old sci-fi movies.
Yeah.
Oh my god, they're gonna no. I don't know. Anyways, all right,
Anyways.
back to folklore. Oh my god. All right, so your future plans. I feel like I kind of know some of them. They are you're working on the album.
Mm-hmm.
I guess shows.
Yep. I have a couple things up in the air right now. I'm playing Westchester Porch Fest on May 16th.
Okay.
That'll
And
be
this will probably come out
fun.
next week, so that's good. You can actually promote that.
Well, it's probably tomorrow. Quick, come out to Westchester.
Wait, May 16th
Kidding.
tomorrow?
No.
Hold on a second. What day
in
is
the
it?
future, when it comes out, it'll be tomorrow.
Oh, wait, hold on. May 16th. Oh, that's the day. That's a Saturday.
It's a
I
Saturday.
leave for the cruise that day. Yes. So this will be out next Monday, most
Yeah.
likely.
Cool.
Yeah.
It's this weekend.
Yes, this weekend.
We're in the future now.
Okay, the future. I got it now. I got confused. I thought it was May 16th.
We're time traveling.
When you're like, it's tomorrow. It's all right, cool. So Porch Fest and then whatever,
Whatever, yeah.
And you have a
Couple-
website?
I have a website. Yeah, I have laurafagan.com.
That's your real name.
It's my real name. That's who I actually am.
Is that all your artist stuff on there?
Yeah. It's all music on there right now.
Have you had that domain for a long time?
I have.
Okay,
yeah.
so are you going to change it to your artist name, do you think?
So there's a handful of people who use Folklaur, which is a shame because when I got that handle, I was like so excited about it. But that I have to figure out the branding of that name. So like folklore.com is some like farm website from like 1996
It's annoying.
in like Pennsylvania. I don't know. And it's like
hasn't been
been
updated?
updated. Right. So there's a couple of things going on. I
you
gotta
would have
figure
to
it
would
all
have to
out.
buy the domain from them.
Right. And I'm not
trying
there
to do
yet.
that.
Yeah. So there's a couple of different things.
They're doing that on purpose.
Yeah, they know. They're like,
Are they
"That
still
girl will
paying
come."
for it to be hosted?
Who knows? Who knows? It's a crazy website, but you won't find my music on there. But I actually have to update my website. It's been a minute, but I've got like my album information, got my merch
Okay.
on there. Got good merch. Soft stuff was always the goal.
Soft stuff.
Like t-shirts that are
Comfy.
like soft, comfy, cute. Like you wear them out, but like you could also go to bed in them
Okay.
if you want, like sweatshirts and stuff.
I can do that with all clothes.
Yeah, but like you don't want them to be itchy and like have the tags that like it's all like comfort colors, like the good stuff.
Okay, comfy clothes.
Yeah.
On Folklaur's merch.
Folklaur's merch.
Comfy.
Go to sleep.
Go to sleep.
Cry yourself to sleep.
Cry yourself to sleep.
In a nice hoodie.
I love that. Do you go to a lot of open mics?
I started to, and then I had my little nose surgery.
Oh,
so
okay.
I've been off the
Have
scene
you
for a
been
minute.
to the one at let's see, where are you at? Have you been to the one at Milk Boy, South Street? They do one on Tuesday nights.
Do they? Oh no.
Yeah,
I should
check
get that
them
one
out.
Yeah.
Also this Friday, so there's this place called Cosmic Cafe.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard of it? It's on
It
like
sounds familiar.
it's right near the art museum on that, what is that, Kelly Drive?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this guy I know, Trip Boyd, he hosts a seasonal open
That's
mic
fun.
on Friday nights. It's like 5:30. It's like early. It's like 5 to 8
that's
or
nice.
5:30 to 7:30.
It's the right time for me.
Yeah, that's what I figured. No, it's a cute little place. You would love it.
Yeah.
Cosmic Cafe.
All right.
How about your artwork for your I wanted to ask that earlier. Your artwork for your album. Did you make that?
It's just a picture of me.
It was just a picture of you.
Yeah. It's a photo.
And then that's your handwriting.
Yeah. All of the stuff
That's
is.
how this is. This is my handwriting.
I love that stuff. That was always like that's kind of where it started. It was like kind of a thing for me. I wanted to have my handwriting be a font.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Folklaur is all in my handwriting.
You write very small.
It's very small, but I do
I was
like.
trying to read it.
You can if you. I probably have notebooks around here. Like my handwriting is like.
I was like,
What does this say? I know. I'll figure it out. But no, it's so small. But yeah, I've got like a lyric book and it's all my handwriting. I've got everything on the album. The back cover is my handwriting with all the song names and stuff. The concept for the next album, Witness, is about like when somebody sees you, what you're going through kind of becomes true. So I need to find a way
when
of
somebody
like,
sees you, what you're going
like
through.
if you tell a story about something that's happening in your life, like that act of community is what makes it like real. Like you can't hide it anymore. You can't pretend that you're like fine or like not going
yeah, okay,
through it.
I got you.
So it's that point of connection.
Once you open your mouth.
Yeah. But then people are like, I get it. You know, like you're not alone or whatever.
Yeah.
And then it's like validating is
Yeah.
kind of the thing.
Yeah.
So
Should I ask the last question
let's do
before
it.
we go down any more dark dungeony rabbit holes? How is music your hero?
So music, it's like the tale as old as time, but music's really saved me. Music's gotten me through everything. I think for me, words are one of the most important things, and connecting with people are so important to me. But like performing words that you write when you are like at your most vulnerable, and then watching them transform and watching yourself transform around them, it's very liberating and very grounding. And I think it has just kind of like helped me process and get through like everything. You know, without music, I don't know if there's much of a why.
Yeah. It's a good answer.
Thanks.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was worried about that one. I didn't have a plan for how I was going to answer that.
Yeah. A lot of people are. All right. Well, I don't think I have anything else.
Cool.
So thank you for taking the time to sit here and chat. And yeah, that's it.
Great. Thanks for having me.
Of
Appreciate
course.
it.
Of course.
Until next time, keep creating, keep connecting, and keep building together. Remember, we're in this together, so let's keep each other's shine alive.